Hi, I'm Robert Maltby. This is Maltby's Minute on the Market. This is our year-end edition, and here we are high above Las Vegas, the city of dreams. This is the end of 2017, and so we wonder about how lucky and what our future will be in 2018. So, we're going to cover three things: an update on our market indicators, some predictions, and a stock idea. Our market indicators have been mildly bullish, and it's interesting to note that the volatility indicators have been flat to zero, showing low vol, which is very interesting. Where has all the volatility gone in this market? We haven't had a significant correction of greater than 10% for nearly 2 years. So I would say brace yourselves. A lot of the volatility has been redirected with all the popularity of the ETFs. People buy, hold more, and also with the burgeoning popularity of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. We'll get to that in a minute. Now for our market indicators, the vol is low, earnings momentum very strong. We're getting a surge in buyouts and M&A, and liquidity indicators are benefiting from that. The valuation is really the key right now, as we've digested some favorable news, and the market seems to be holding tight after a nice run up 25% in the last 12 months. Many pundits didn't see it coming. What are we looking for going into next year? Our DCF, our price target, calls for 18% upside, S&P at 3,100. Going into next 12 months out from now. Also, we are very concerned about interest rates and inflation. Those could be the bugaboos that get us by surprise. Now, let's talk about some predictions for next year. We did cover the S&P. Let's talk about this crazy thing called Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. We think that's for real. And granted, there are a lot of froth, a lot of speculation, but when you look at what's going on in terms of the capital flowing that way, it is serious competition for the U.S. IPO market. I think if you took out some of the bigger companies, you find more capital formation going into ICOs than small cap IPOs. We think small caps will lead the market next year. Biggest beneficiaries are the tax cuts on the margin. A lot of the big caps have already taken advantage of financial engineering, have their effective rates fairly low, but the small caps don't. And they're the engine of growth here domestically. We think it's going to be a good year for the small cap stocks. Should outperform big caps for a change. First year in 5. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin. I think when you talk about this crazy cryptocurrency, you want to think about an alternative, a digital gold, and what that means. And we think right in here, it could grow to be 10% of the overall market. Right now, Bitcoin is about 80% of all the cryptocurrencies in terms of its market cap. And if you look at a corollary of the e-commerce, it might take 10 years for this thing to really take hold. Granted, with all that very speculative, very pie-in-the-sky stuff, if you put a very high venture capital risk discount on this, and you look at Bitcoin fading to just 40%, not 80% of the market, still being the dominant currency, that gives us, you put it all in your Hewlett-Packard 12B, that gives us a price target of $30,000. Maybe worth the volatility here. It's at $15,000 now. So that is what we're talking about in terms of the cryptocurrency. The other prediction that we want to put out there in the realm of sports, we're going to say it right now. For the Super Bowl coming up, we're looking at the Los Angeles Rams.